Right now at 5, the next sheriff of Jacksonville will be one of these 5 candidates that you see here between us after one dropped out today. This was the last day to qualify for the special election.
And on your sides, Kaylee Tracy is looking at how this change impacts the dynamics of the race. She joins us live outside the sheriff's office. Kaylee, you spoke with a political science professor about what all of this means.
That's right, Destiny, and today I did talk with that political professor, and the main storyline here is that Republican candidate for Sheriff Mat Nemeth, he dropped out of the race today and threw his support behind a fellow Republican candidate, TK Waters. He's currently the chief of investigations here at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and the biggest thing right now is that could give an advantage to Waters. He's now the only Republican running for sheriff right now, but that political professor who I spoke with, he says that he wouldn't count out that runoff election that could happen in November.
We've never seen anything like this in Jacksonville.
Mike Binder, a political science professor at the University of North Florida, talking about the possibility of 4 sheriff's elections between August of 2021 to May of 2022.
We could see a runoff in November. We could see the challengers again in March for the originally scheduled sheriff's race. And then potentially, if nobody gets to 50 there, a runoff in May.
A November runoff isn't as likely as it was a week ago, Binder says, after Republican Mat Nemeth dropped out and endorsed TK Waters Friday, the only other Republican in the race.
Republicans locally and within the state have been much better organized. I don't think anybody would argue with that. And as such, they're winnowing the field on the back end, right? Behind the scenes. There creates the possibility that TK Waters could potentially get to that 50%. And we might not have to do this again in November.
Candidate Lakeisha Burton pushed back on the maneuver, calling it hand-me-down politics by good old boys seeking to rig an election. She said, quote, "We have to get the politics out of law enforcement and put our neighborhoods and communities back into public safety. Whoever wins will have to run again in the regularly scheduled election in March." In addition to Waters and Burton, Democrats Ken Jefferson, Tony Cummings, and Wayne Clark qualified Friday. Binder says there's still a lot of uncertainty in this race. If you plan to vote in that special election that is in August, you have to register to vote by July 25th. And right now you can check out more about each of those candidates right now on firstcoastnews.com. Reporting live, Kaylee Tracy, First Coast News, on your side.